What is up, everybody? What's
What's
going on?
happening?
Hi, Ray. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Megan. Oh,
It's
Megan's here. Megan
I can
asked me
see you.
earlier in the event for this show. She said,
Yeah,
"How inappropriate can I be?" I said, "As much as you want."
parental advisory is right up front. It is now Friday night. Down the rabbit hole, 8:30, my friends. Welcome to Dom and Tom's World on
Welcome.
this networks here. We're gonna go right through at the bottom, and this is how you could find us all. Tonight, Tom brings in a friend. I get to meet her. We were in the backstage for moments. She seems like a really cool individual and someone to chill out and have a nice cheers with on a Friday night.
Yes.
Her name is Taryn Kerper. She runs the Paranormal Brew. Tom, how do you know her?
I met her a long while ago. My friend Allison was on her show, and I just watched it because my friend Allison was on there. I was hooked after that. I started watching all their lives. I was part of at least a couple of investigations that they did live. And I don't know. It's just her and I are good friends. I've always liked Taryn. She's an awesome person. I've liked everybody that was part of the Paranormal Brew.
That's very cool.
So I had to bring her on.
That's what's up. And like I say, before further ado, I just want to say hi to some of the people up in here right now. We have Farmer here. Yo, Dom and Tom, I see Cindy.
Hey, what's
Psychic
going
Cindy's
on?
up in here.
What
We
you
have our
doing?
friend Calvin. Psycho Bonnie's here. Jillian. Genevieve, co-pilot. We have a good friend of mine, Diane, here. Hey, DJ and Tom. All right, without
Hey.
further ado, we bring in the Paranormal Brew, Taryn.
Yay!
What's happening?
Hey.
Taryn, everybody, Taryn.
Hi.
Everybody, Taryn, what's
I
going on?
can't. Just so you know, I can't see comments or anything. So.
That's fine.
Okay.
We can hold that end down.
We'll be on top of it.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, we'll catch them.
Hello. How are you?
All right. So, Taryn,
Yes.
you are a Paranormal Brew. What does this consist of, and what do you do?
Wait. So where are you from? Because I'm starting to hear this like Italian, South Philly, or
That's
New
his
York
Jersey accent.
It's Jersey.
Now,
I
this
told
is
you I'm coming home.
a huge mistake.
No.
Anyway.
No.
So the Paranormal Brew, to me, I wanted to do this when a lot of the shows started to come out. Because I feel like a lot of the shows, they're entertainment and they're good for, if you know what goes on to do an investigation, you can take that as entertainment. But somebody that doesn't know, somebody that's an enthusiast, will just go running around in cemeteries and tell people to throw things at them and do this and do that. So my first thing was starting it just to have a round table for educational purposes. But then I was just like, this is fun. I'm meeting all kinds of cool people. I'm learning all kinds of cool things. So now it's just like a round table paranormal talk. We talk about everything. Like I had somebody on that's trying to continue the reenactments in Gettysburg, because the people that have put it on for so many years, they just decided to stop doing it. So I had somebody on for that. So it's not, I would say 99% is paranormal. And then I do have some people on that I had a Mason on one time just to hear their story. So I love it. I have fun.
And it figures that you would have somebody on for Gettysburg, because I know you kind of like that place a little bit.
Yeah, I have the coordinates tattooed on my arm. Yeah, I just love it.
Oh, that's cool. I tell you what, I think. Well, I know Genevieve and Genevieve Revenant, who is right here right now. She's my co-pilot on Real Talk with Dom on Monday nights. We're going to Gettysburg this year for an event, so it'll be my first time.
They're going to be there for the bash.
Oh, I'll be there for sure.
Cool.
She'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to be there one of the days.
Yeah, Pam and Steve are in my circle of trust and besties, so for sure I'll be there for.
That's what's up.
I'm excited.
And one of your other Gettysburg peeps is here as well, Megan.
Hi,
Megan. Megan said hi, Taryn. Craig Buffington said hi, Taryn. I don't know who Craig Buffington is, but
yeah,
I assume he's your friend.
Me being a paranormal researcher myself, I've done a lot of hunts and stuff like that. I think it's really cool what you do as far as talking about it. Like you talk about the entertainment aspect for the people who don't do it. So I think that's really neat that you do that. I've never really thought about talking to people about it because, like, I don't know, I just do it on my own. Like I literally stay by myself doing it, and so I
He
think it's
does
really
it on
cool
his
that
own.
I think it's cool that you have your own thing and your own gig where you could bring in a community and just talk about the whole paranormal aspect of life. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about. I mean, like last week, I had somebody on that researched vampires. You know, I had a treasure hunter on, and he's a treasure hunter, and he runs a ghost tour in Arizona. But he's also a treasure hunter. To me, we talk mostly about the treasure hunting because I've never even. And with that, when you think about it, it was kind of like it started to like eventually go to the paranormal side of things because if you think about John Zappa's show, The Haunted Collector, here this treasure hunter, this is how he got into ghost hunting because he's
Yeah.
a very scientific person. However, he's going into Arizona desert and he's like, pulling up all kinds of like, Spanish gold coins and, artifacts and this and that. And he's bringing them home. And then he starts to experience stuff, and then you think about Haunted Collector, which, I mean, you think about, they can be attached to items. So it was a really interesting show,
Well, I think I saw that show, and I've been every time I see you on now, ever since like we kind of got connected through Tom, I've been trying to share you out. Is that the one where it's like he talked about running into like animals and stuff, like snakes
Yes.
and grizzlies, like he was by himself?
Yes.
That was actually a pretty damn good show. And if anyone's wondering about that, who watches from my end, just go into my my live feed or my feed and go check that out. You'll see the Paranormal Brew, and then you'll see that treasure hunting aspect of it. It's a great show, actually.
Yeah, and then then it's I had somebody on that I mean he really knows everything. So, but like there was the guy that talked about vampires, but we talked about Bigfoot. Then I'm having a guy come on that researches Men in Black, which is so phenomenal to me. Like the stuff that he has and the books he's written and everything. So the show just ranges from everything,
And then a few weeks ago, you had this really weird looking guy on your show who like goes into the woods and films shit and puts it up on YouTube. And
I did.
and then some other guy that looked like George Lucas came in after a while before
totally
he shaved his
doesn't believe in
beard.
anything paranormal.
Yeah. He was like almost skeptical or something. Their names escape me right now.
It's the
Some
Bigfoot.
kind of world, wasn't it?
It was like Bill and Ted or so, I don't know what the hell their names were.
Yeah, that was fun. That was an impromptu, which was
It
always
was
the best.
Your guest was having issues and was not there, so me and Kenny stepped up.
Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciated it.
Hey,
No.
any chance to whore my face out, I'm gonna do it.
Cindy, come on. Why you have to say that, Cindy?
What is stupid?
I know.
I have to question that now, Cindy. That's Psychic Cindy from WLFE and also from Psycho Bunny Death Cult. I don't know what she's talking about, so she'll have to clarify that because I'm calling her out right now live.
She said something stupid.
Yeah, probably me.
Well,
I'm guessing.
Honestly, I don't care if I'm stupid.
No, I don't think she would say that to you. I know her well enough to know that she wouldn't. See, I told you.
Yeah, it's no.
See, it's me. She said, Tom, you were being stupid.
We hang out all night long, all of us, like till like 6 a.m. I don't know how we do it. We literally just like drink and chill and just, I don't know, randomness. So I love seeing everyone here. That's why, like, I almost forgot to go live. Like when you first got on, Taryn, I'm like, oh shit, we gotta go live real quick.
Mother.
We were all hanging.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, so when I just started, now I started with a couple of groups. I actually was like a co-director. This will probably be the only time I'll say this because I never ever mentioned this group's name, but I was co-director of South Jersey Ghost Research.
Isn't that the one you always say that shouldn't be named?
I know. And then, I kind of got in the politics of being a part of a group. To me,
exclusive on Dom and Tom's World.
It's so drama, and I just wanted to do my own thing. So me and another guy, Mike Brown, we decided, let's just, because we say we have some of the best conversations when we just start talking, and we just start talking about paranormal stuff, and we could go on for hours and talk about it. So it's kind of like, that's the other thing. It was like you could have any topic and you could just talk for hours.
Yep.
Right.
About it, with like-minded people, and just, because not a lot of people, like even my boyfriend, he is a total skeptic. We don't talk about it. So this is my outlet.
Wow. You go into like you have the Paranormal Brew and stuff like that. Do you have any kind of actual experience with some kind of entity that like kind of made you think about this? Have you ever had some kind of a paranormal experience that you'll never forget?
Absolutely. So my first experience was in Gettysburg. And before that, I was always afraid of anything. I lived in a house that my mother thought was haunted. So as a 7-year-old, when your mom is like talking about ghosts, naturally that scares you, right? So from then on, I was always afraid of it, of the unknown. And I always say, which everybody, if we didn't know what ants were and one crawled across your floor, you would freak out. You'd be like, what the fuck is that, right? Oh my God, can I curse? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're
parental advisor. We're
parental
allowed.
advisory.
Oh, okay, good. Awesome.
It's whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever the fuck you want to say.
So me and my mom, this is, again, I was like, wanted nothing to do with it. My mom, on the other hand, was different. She like wanted to have this experience. So she took me to Gettysburg, and I didn't want to go at first. And then found out I fell in love with it. But we were in the park. The park's open till 10 o'clock at night. We're getting ready to leave. And I thought she farted. And she thought I farted, because it was this stench that was just horrific. And I said, did you fart? And she's like, no, I thought you didn't. And on her side of the door, my window vibrated as there were like 3 hard knocks, but there was nothing there. And my foot went on the gas like in negative 10 seconds. Like I was out because there was something there, but wasn't there.
Right.
And then as we got back, I was like, you know what? That wasn't that bad. I thought it would be worse. Like all my years of being so afraid of this unknown, So we decided to take a ghost tour in Gettysburg. And it was like this, like, nighttime 12 to 2 thing. We were using their equipment, which, now I know everything I know, K2 meter, the cheesy stuff, that, and no disrespect to anybody that uses it. And, I'm not.
No, it's the cheesy stuff. I'm so glad you said that.
I'm not an equipment person to begin with. So,
right.
Kenny always says a pen and paper is all you need.
Back to basics, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big equipment person. But so we were out there. We were it's called a creek bed. It's behind Steinmore Ave in Gettysburg. And it was the weirdest feeling I've ever had. Like one side of me was the normal temperature. It was summer out. This side of me was freezing cold. So they took the thermometer out, and like this side of me was like 60 degrees. This side was like normal temperature, like, 99, whatever.
Wow.
Anytime that a male would come towards me, the feeling would go away. And anytime I was standing there by myself, now people were still in the vicinity, but anytime a male, like a female could come there and it would remain. But when a male would come towards me, it went away. And then one of the people that was there said, do you like her? And then on the recorder, they played it back, and you heard a man say, I love her. Right? So,
everybody loves Taryn.
So that was my very first, at that time, that was my first for real legit, because I can't explain anything that happened. It was crazy. I know what I felt. And then when they played that recording at that time, a lot of the investigation was focused on me because of all the activity that was happening. And then I said, you need to stay here. Do not follow me back to my hotel room. I don't care how much you love me. I'll come back tomorrow and say hi. But So then, after that, I decided to go and try kind of look into this. And I walked into the Ghost Hunter store in Mount Holly, and Dave Giuliano. I'm just going to put it all out there. So Dave Giuliano was there, and was trying to convince me to join his group. But I had heard that he has like a boot at the time had like this like boot camp type of initiation, if you will. So it kind of like turned me off a little bit. And then, but it was intense. It was 3 months. And at that time, Dave was, really on point with a lot of things. And I'm happy that I learned from him, actually.
Megan said, wow, she said his name.
I know. I don't say his name ever. Yeah.
At this time, I definitely you are really you're very easy to talk to, and this is what I'm telling everyone. I encourage everyone to watch your everyone to check this out, and I believe we have this right here. Is this how to find you?
Facebook.com/Paranormal Brew.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then at what times and what days can we find you, Taryn?
So normally Wednesdays 7:30 Eastern time.
Okay.
I do work around my guests, so. I have a doctor that actually investigates and is into the paranormal, Haunted MD. He's coming on in a couple of weeks.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Just connected with him. So he's coming on. And then I'm a huge animal lover. And I never heard of this.
Not you.
I never heard of this before, but there's a paranormal convention in Michigan that all the proceeds go to animal shelters in the area.
Oh, cool.
The guy has raised over 60,000 grand so far for local animals.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
never heard of it. I'm all about this. So there's like so much to put out there, which is what I do my show for. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I want people to see. This is what I want.
Right.
That, the paranormal isn't some freaking joke because of what you see on TV or, you know what I mean? Like,
Zach Baggins.
It's,
exactly.
Taryn, it's so cool that you bring that up. And I'm going to tell you something behind the scenes later with an animal thing that I'm going to do on one of my other shows, but I can't talk about that right now. But coming from the entertainment world, I actually come from a film world, right? And you completely hit it on the head that the paranormal has become a joke because of these TV shows. There's so many people out there that actually do real investigations or who have great ideas that people would want to watch, but they just regurgitate the same shit over and over and over again. That it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. And that's the problem. Like, I don't like. There's people. I mean, 90% of the time when you tell somebody that you do this, they're interested.
Right.
But when you have those 10% that are like, oh, okay, and it's because they see what they see on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, there are people that are on those shows I'm friends with. So I'm not. I understand. They're doing it. They're under contract. They have to do things. To appease the community. Whatever. But there are people that don't realize that.
Right.
Don't understand that this is just entertainment.
Right. And just think about this. Like right before a commercial break that they do, they build you up with music and shit, and then they bring you back to the program to keep you watching. And what do they find? Nothing. Like a mouse or something will run across the screen. It was a mouse or a spider web or there's something random. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me! You made me go through a fucking minute of commercials just to see this shit. Yeah.
But now I have actually seen the Paranormal Brew do their live feeds when they were doing investigations. I've watched at least a few of them, and one of them I was very much a part of in the chat throughout the night. They were at the Wildwood Sanitarium, right?
Yeah. Yep.
In Jersey?
No.
In New York.
Oh.
No, not Wildwood, New Jersey. That's a different kind of haunting. That's the haunting of young drunk people on the boardwalk.
Irish weekend.
Yeah. But no, this is in New York somewhere called the Wildwood Sanitarium, and they were doing a. I think I was just the 1,000th like for Paranormal Brew.
That's
That's
Jillian
one
right
of our own.
That's one of my sisters.
And they were doing this this thing where it's kind of like you have the ghost box, but you take the antenna out so it doesn't get any kind of signal. They
Yeah.
pipe it through headphones like what I'm wearing, and and their noise cancellation one, so you can't hear anything else. And they were using this throughout the house, and they had earlier in the show they were in the basement, I think it was, and there was a tub down there, and there was like something about that tub. So I said, hey, maybe Taryn should do that while she's in the tub, like laying in the tub. And this woman doesn't remember half of what she said. I mean, she was laughing like
Yeah,
maniacally
it wasn't
laughing at one
me.
point.
It's weird. And I'm not one of those people that goes, I'm a nosy person. So private houses, for warning, if I come out to investigate, I'm opening drawers, I'm looking under beds, I'm opening cabinets, I'm investigating. So
Yep.
for me, I'm more or less looking forward to, I don't want to use the word debunk, but I'm looking for the man-made reason for why somebody is having whatever issues they are having, if it gets
Right.
to that. The last 5 private cases that have come our way, we haven't had to investigate once because we've helped the family with just by talking on the phone and going there, and not investigating and giving them
Right.
things to deal with things. So to
More
me, that's a
debunking what's
successful
going
case.
on.
Right. That's a successful case to me. Like, so I'm not going in looking for a ghost. I'm going in looking for what could be causing this to happen.
Right, like a physical reason
Mm-hmm.
before.
It sucks
Oops.
because we only have like another 30 minutes, and I
turned
so
my
want to pick
monitor
your
off.
brain with a lot of this because I want to talk to you about things like a lot of paranormal because technically what I do all the time. Like I want to talk to you about like sleep apnea, sleep paralysis, things like that. Like there's so much. Like you talk about ghost equipment. I don't use ghost equipment. I use mirrors, Ouija boards behind me is which I build and stuff like that. But yeah, I would love to talk to you more about that. We can do that.
So you're like, you know about Ouija?
Of course I do.
He makes them.
Okay, Tom, I know that you've like ghosted me a little bit on Facebook, which is truly cool. I love you still to death. But I put a thing out there about I want somebody to come on that knows about the Ouija board because I want to talk about somebody about the Ouija board.
Well, I do it here, and I even make it so you can put 3 candles in and enjoy it.
Unfortunately, one person that does know a lot about Ouija boards would not be able to join us because he has a show starting in 6 minutes.
And everyone in check him out for sure. He's a good
Kenny
friend.
Biddle.
Kenny Biddle, the skeptical health bar. Everyone check him out too. So yeah,
Yeah, show now starts at 9 p.m.
9 o'clock. Definitely check him out.
But stay here. No, don't go there.
Stay here.
Yeah,
and then
we're
we're
cool. You don't want to go to Kenny. I love you, Kenny.
Me too. We all love Kenny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a cool night, and it just sucks that we cannot go further into a lot more.
We still have a half hour, man.
Well, I'm saying, but it would take a half hour just to talk about friggin' Ouija boards, and she's got my attention with a lot of stuff. So it's like, yeah, I really want to go into it, but
yeah.
Let me see this real quick. No, I'm saying our friend Genevieve too. She runs the Jersey Shore ghost tours, so it'd be awesome for you to come out and check that out.
So weird. Somebody got me a shirt, and this is no disrespect. It's about the Jersey Shore show, but I have a pink shirt back there, and it says Jersey Shore in blue, right? And it's like pink and bubbly, like you got it off the boardwalk. I was gonna wear it just to be like, and then here, Jersey Shore Paranormal. I should have worn it.
I don't know. Maybe I wore something New Jersey as well too. Maybe a Jersey hat. Been here.
I'm not wearing anything Philly. No.
But in reality, definitely come on one of those tours one day because I'm going to be there, and it'd be interesting to see the history of what goes on because with your shows as well too. When you guys talk about the treasure hunt, like I remember that show, you guys had to go into a little bit of backstory of how things happen. So I'm sure history is very important in everything that you talk about as well, because things happen for a reason,
Absolutely.
Or you could also come out when the people from the Jersey Shore ghost tours come here to Ben Salem to look at my garden that I've been working on. You could come that time too.
Tom, have you been drinking?
No.
Actually, he hasn't. He
Wow.
actually has it.
Really?
Yeah. We've
That's
just been chilling.
disappointing.
I've been working hard all day, so
We're
I've
working
been
on a
working
lot of
on some
cool things.
projects.
Yes, we are working on projects,
Yeah.
which is very cool.
Yeah,
So
so-
Taryn,
Yeah.
what's next? What do you got coming up? You got events, you got shows.
Oh
You
yeah.
know-
Well, I have a lot of shows coming up. Like I said, I have Pam and Steve Barry next week. And then I have Justin Banforth. He's a writer. He researches Men in Black, which I'm going to share some of the
Mhm.
audio. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am, my focus is spirit, ghost hunting, right? So I don't, even though I pay a lot of attention to, space and this and that, because I watch meteor showers and lunar eclipses and stuff like that, which I love, but I don't focus on searching for aliens or anything like this. So this guy researches Men in Black.
Mhm.
I've never experienced anything other than spirit, stuff, ghost stuff and whatever. Again, that's my focus. So if I had focused on something else, I wonder if I would have an experience, but who knows? Because I don't believe in any of that other stuff. Not knocking anybody that does.
I've seen a UFO.
I think there are things that exist that we don't know, but I feel like as human beings, we have to put labels on everything. Right. So to
True.
me, I don't know what it is that people have experienced. So I can't say, yeah, whatever, but the recording that he shared with me that I'm going to share on the brew,
Mm-hmm.
I felt more uncomfortable listening to those recordings than I did listening to Emily Rose while she was being exercised.
Really?
Yes. The recordings were very, I wanted to stop listening, but I couldn't. And then afterwards, I was like, I feel like I shouldn't have listened to that.
Now wait, hold on? Am I missing something here? Recordings from like a MIB agent?
Yeah. So this case that came his way, he was getting, and it only lasted a couple of days. He had 4 phone calls, and what it was saying was just so. I'm going to share it. You guys gotta listen.
I'm getting there, Otis. I'm getting there.
It was pretty.
Don't bring it up.
Hold on. Anyway, no, you got my attention. I really want to hear this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was pretty freaky. It almost sounds like a recording of something. I mean, the first phone call, it repeats itself many times, but the dialect and the way it says things and the things that it says is like somebody could argue, oh, somebody's using a voice changer or somebody's, but the things that was said were not normal things.
And this is going to be on the next Paranormal Brew?
No, he's going to be on the 31st, but I'm going to share the recordings that he shared with me.
That's awesome.
I'm definitely going to be there in the back. I'm watching this shit.
Yeah, Justin is, I love picking his brain. He's written a couple books. And like I said, so now I'm in the works of talking to somebody about Mothman. I'm going to have Mark Nesbitt. He's coming on. He's an author. He does Ghosts of Gettysburg, and he's written like 10 books. Ghosts of Gettysburg has a store, which Pam and Steve are partnered with now.
I didn't even know who the heck they were until I just saw an image of their show, and I was talking to Ted at the time. I'm like, who are they? I've never heard of them. He said they've been on hiatus for a little while, and
well, they run the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash.
Well, but they also have a show on WLFE apparently, and I didn't know that because I get all the notifications for WLFE, and I'd never seen them come up. Of course, I haven't seen some of the people on there come up, so I don't know if my notifications are just weird because Facebook sucks. But
this is going to be one of the dumbest things I say all night. We'll have one of them. I just noticed something.
Anyway,
just watching the screen itself. Do you notice something? Just observe something for 2 seconds, Tom, because we don't have a lot of time, right? I'm in black. You're in black. She's wearing a yellow shirt. Look at the background. we have a yellow
we have a yellow couch and
fuck.
What?
There's a couch behind us all. You
And
see it?
it's yellow, like in the middle. It's like the couch is yellow. She's got a yellow shirt and black. I mean, don't think nothing of it. It's just kind of fucking ironic.
Well, I think for me, the weirdest thing that I've ever seen was this guy who has like no hair, and he's got like these two books. And
Attention. Dom has 2 books.
sorry, I had to get it out of the way.
We had to get that out of the way.
See,
And
this guy
believe
wrote 2
That
poetry
there's a
books.
banner for it too, so we could actually put that up. This way, you guys could go check it out. And then, attention! Dom has 2 books. One's called
Yep,
Mind
Hop
High,
on
one's
Pop
called
and Playgirl.
It is poetry books. If you guys are all interested in that, dark poetry. So check it out. I'll serenade your minds. Anyway, let's go back to comments and things like that. Tom, you know Taryn.
I do. Not in person yet.
I know.
We had the opportunity to. I was at Selma Mansion, and the rest of the Paranormal Brew at the time was there. However, her boyfriend was speaking at the time, and that was more important.
My boyfriend was speaking at the time.
Mike Pence.
Oh yeah.
You were
I
at
had
him
front row
speaking.
seats. I had front row seats. We did break
See?
up since where he's not.
I
my
know.
boyfriend
I
anymore.
know.
But I had my uncle is he's a sheriff for Berks County. So not only did I get front row seats for Mike Pence, but I got front row seats for Trump. And
See?
like VIP Secret Service entrance, like I couldn't pass it up. So
And I just couldn't compete with that, apparently. But she didn't even know I was there until after I had left and posted the pictures.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I did get to meet Sabrina and Anthony. So
But I feel
That
like
was
I
fun.
know you. I feel like I know you.
yeah, been a long time.
Yeah, for sure. But it's crazy that we haven't met yet.
Yep.
Physically.
And it's all thanks to Allison
Yeah.
that I found your show, because she was on your show the one time. She's supposed to be on this show at some point.
Do you want to talk about Byberry?
Yes. Yes. Her extensive knowledge of Byberry,
Yeah.
which has a tie-in to some of the videos that I put up on my channel.
Can't see it.
The abandoned prison farm and the Potter's Field, they are both linked to Byberry as well. So it would be interesting to have her on and talk about that as well. But that's another show.
Yeah, I had her on the brew once. She it's interesting. The stuff, but she still has stuff from there. And
Yeah.
The only thing, I love Allison, but the only thing that, and I said this to her, so it's not like I'm saying anything. You know, I don't talk behind people's back. So whatever I say is I say. But
That's right. I talk in front of their backs.
but she has a dress from there, and she said that she put it on for a Halloween thing, and I'm like,
Oh, every year.
I'm like,
Every year she did.
You know, that's I don't know if that's
That's the one day a year that, like, they used to live right up the street from me, but they moved now. But like up until this past year was the last Halloween that they had here. That was the one day of the year that you could guarantee that I was hanging out with them, was Halloween. Every year, like her husband, her kids. I mean, they're all awesome people.
Yeah. Oh no, she's
And-
awesome. I love her, and she knows a lot, and she's but I wouldn't put the clothes on of a I just wouldn't do it.
Apparently, Otis is turning in a little bit.
I can't
Little
even
bit.
see. I can't even see.
Oh, this dude Otis, who's on our network here, he says, "I love Dom. Tom is cool too." Now,
Otis just has a personality. He's on point. He's
is
friggin' cool
very
to
awesome.
talk to. He just go definitely check out
He's got a
Otis.
show called Night of the Living Dreads, because he has dreadlocks in his hair, and he's got this big white beard, and he's got this awesome fucking voice. Like, I can't even begin to explain it. Like, it's mesmerizing.
Yeah, you
People
just
told
gotta
him they
check
go to
it out.
sleep to his shows.
Yeah, just go check it out. Like, in reality, actually, there's some, like, on top of the Paranormal Brew itself. There's so many shows. That there's so many hosts. Tom, let's start going through some of this, because in the future we're working on a project right now that we don't even have to say this anymore. Otis said, "Fuck my."
What? Fuck your
He
two
said,
books.
"Fuck your two."
So to
He's
go
not
through
that cool
the
anymore.
Psycho Bunny lineup, you got Cemetery Joe, you got us, you got Doomsday, you have Chaos and the Sideshow. You have Mother de la Morte. You have Frank and Liz on Roots Bleed Red. You have Beast and Jugs Unright. You have Night of the Living Dreads. You have the Sinister Sisters, Stray Hair, Tom's World, of course, because you all love Tom's World. Tom, he's a good looking guy, I gotta say. I mean, I'm not gay, but I feel a certain kind of way about him. I identify with him somehow.
We all love ourselves at some point,
right?
So.
We have to. Somebody's got to love me, damn it.
But there's definitely a variety of us. Check us out. I'll put the banner at the bottom too for anyone jumping on that's new to this, or any of my friends that are jumping on here. So check us all out. There's where you could find us. PBDC TV, also the website as well. We do have a website, and it gives a little bit of a biographies of us and what we have, and then all the shows that are up and the links as well. So I thank I thank this entire family for just being
and we also have our own Facebook page for Dom and Tom's World. We have a YouTube for it. There are YouTubes for all Psycho Bunny pages as well. Psycho Bunny Death Cult, Roots Bleed Red, Psychomanium 13, PBDC TV. You can find YouTubes for all of them. You can also find a really good looking guy on YouTube at youtube.com/This Is Tom's World. And
I thought you were going to say Real Talk with Dom.
Who the hell's that?
I don't know. Who knows who the fuck that is? You could find me here on Monday nights too. Genevieve and myself. Real Talk with Dom, WLFE-DB. 10 o'clock Eastern time, Monday nights. We have some really cool shows ahead, and we will always support this entire family for sure. Anyway, enough about us. We have a few moments.
Creepy Parlor too. Sorry, Genevieve, I forgot that one.
Creepy Parlor. She goes, thanks for mentioning us. We have the Creepy Parlor, which Taryn, that's a really cool thing that you could. I'll introduce you to Genevieve. She has the Creepy Parlor on a Tuesday night. She is the one that runs the Jersey Shore Ghost Tours, and she talks about the paranormal and some other cool shit on her
Jersey Shore. So I had a really cool experience. I don't know where she's at, but
Keyport. Well, I don't know if I should have said that, but yeah, in that area.
Too late now.
Cape May, we did 2 houses. So the people owned a house there, but they also owned a bed and breakfast. They wanted us to do both. Went there, and I'm in their kitchen. Now they claim that most of the activity happened in the bed and breakfast. We got nothing in the bed and breakfast. In their house that they lived in, I was standing in the kitchen, and 3 feet from me, maybe closer, I have it on record. It's like a Class A EVP because nobody else was there. But it was like this loud whistle. It was like, like whistling.
Really? That is freaky, and I'll tell you why when you're done.
It was like right in front of me, and I was like, "What the?" I'm like, "Hello." And your mind is like, is there somebody there? Like, you're trying to see somebody because it was right in front of you. And I said, hello? And it was like, again, whistled. And I was like, what the fuck? And I start because there's other people investigating. So I start running around. I go into one room. I'm like, did you guys just whistle? They're like, no, but we heard that. I'm like, did you check your recorder? And then, I'm like going upstairs. I'm like, did you guys whistle? Nobody whistled. They didn't hear it. But it was so loud. So,
wow.
Cape May is pretty an active area for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you saying that totally blew my mind because not the last video I put up on my channel, but the 2 before that, I was in search of this old burial crypt over on this side of the Delaware, but literally just off of the Delaware in the woods at one of the river access areas. And the first video, I didn't find the burial crypt that I was looking for, but as I was walking through the woods, and it did not record at all, about 5 feet behind me, I heard the same friggin' whistle. It was like, and I turned around. I was half expecting to see somebody with a machete there, but nobody was there. I was like, I so hope that came through on the camera, but it didn't.
It didn't?
It freaked me to hell out.
You ever have any paranormal shit happen at the park, Tom? As far as no readings, really.
The only thing I ever got at the garden was one time I was standing in there. I wasn't recording or anything. I was just there on my own that day, and nobody was in the park because it was raining. And I had my umbrella, and I'm standing underneath a tree, and off in the distance, on just the other side of the fence of the garden, I could swear to God I heard people talking. I heard a male, I heard a female, and a different female, which would make sense because it was Robert Logan, his wife Sarah Logan, and their daughter Deborah that lived at the place. And it was like literally right where the mansion would have been that I heard it.
Check that out right there. There's Genevieve saying that. There's a house in Keyport where the owners hear a whistle all the time.
Mhm.
So I wonder what that
It's
may
freaky,
be.
man.
I
It
don't
just
know.
freaks you right the fuck out.
And it literally was right in front of me, and there's nobody there. Like, your brain is like, what is happening?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what
Here's a
people
question for
ask
you.
me all the time. Like, are you afraid? Don't you get scared? And I'm like, before you realize what's happening, it's over with. It's literally 3 seconds,
Mhm.
and then because your mind automatically is trying to find an explanation, you know, as to what you're seeing. You know, I
Right.
saw shadow really quick. I saw shadow in Gettysburg, and I'm thinking there's a bird flying inside of a bush, and
Mhm.
then like that's what my brain initially thought. But then I'm like, okay, the bush isn't moving. There's nothing flapping. It's not a bird. I could see through it. You know what I mean? Then when it stopped, I could, like, in my mind say, okay, this is what I just saw.
Right.
My first, and knowing what I know now, my first experience ever was when I was like 7 years old, and it was
Yeah.
Atzion Lake in the Pine Barrens area. And
The Jersey Devil is.
so, I mean, Atzion Lake is cedar water, so you can't see 2 feet as you go in the ground. And I was up to like my waist, and I saw money.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, cool. You know, I'm gonna dive under there. Open my eyes. I go under there to get this money, and there is a boy swimming at me at a speed that literally made me jump backwards, and I like choked on water. But I could remember he had, and I don't know why I remember this much detail, red shorts, he had dark hair, and his nose was really, really wide.
It was Jason Voorhees.
I was thinking the
He was
same
light
shit.
skinned. And I thought that was his money. I thought I was like, you know,
Good
I
buddies.
jumped back, and I got out of the water, and I waited.
What's up, Tyler?
I waited to like apologize, and nobody ever came up out of the water.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So it was Jason Voorhees.
It had to be.
Couldn't.
That was supposed to
Minus
take
the
place in
mask.
Jersey.
Isn't Jersey Camp Crystal Lake as well?
Yeah.
Well,
There's
multiple Crystal Lakes that they use throughout the movies.
Oh.
I think the original was in Jersey.
One you can stay at.
I think that is in Jersey somewhere.
You
Probably
said
like
it's funny that I
Central.
said that?
Hmm?
Darren, did you say it's funny that I said that?
No, I said there's one you can stay at. There's a camp
Oh,
that you
shit.
can stay
I'm totally going. Totally going, man. I got to
I'm
hang
bringing the
out.
hockey mask.
Yeah, it's a hockey mask and a sleeping bag. What was that one? He had a sleeping bag and he beat the shit out of people against a tree with it.
Look,
Anyway.
you know
Oh,
that
yeah.
is the one scene that haunts me. That's the only scene out of all the movies I have seen, the Friday the 13th movies, was when he closed the sleeping bag and picked that bitch up and just started smacking her. I was like,
Oh, he beat the shit out of her with a tree.
I could not. I was like, that is horrible. Like, I'll never forget it. I will never forget that.
Well, we got 15 minutes left. Now, let me ask you this. You do you like the horror movies and stuff like that? What would be your favorite one?
So, I don't like the gory stuff.
Neither do I. I agree
I
with
watched
you there.
3 seconds
I
of
do.
Wrong Turn, and it has ruined my life. So it's really hard for me to go in the woods other than Gettysburg. I can't go in woods anywhere. I freak out. 'Cause
Well,
of Wrong Turn.
keep in mind, you did say that you would go with me and Kenny to go check out the Blair Witch Project woods.
Yeah, I might do that, but we have to make sure we have a legit map to get the fuck out, because I'm not getting.
It's
stuck
not
in
as
these
big
woods.
as they depicted it in the movies.
Oh, this
I'm
goes good.
telling you right now. Everybody was like, when they found out that it was a fake, like everybody's like, "Oh, it's fake." I'm like, I would be scared as shit if I was lost in the woods and couldn't get out. That shit is scary. But I'll tell you, my number one most scariest movie is The Entity.
Entity was somebody brought that up here earlier. The
Megan
Entity.
did.
Yeah, and you know what's fucked up about that movie is, it's not that scary. The fucking score is what got me. And the score, if nobody knows what that is, of course a lot of people know. It's the soundtrack. When that fucking shit that noise just happens when the shit's happening, It was like, what the fuck, dude?
I can't watch that movie alone. That movie scares me to this day. Like, it is scary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Other than that, I do love like The Others with Nicole Kidman.
Great one. Yeah.
It was awesome to me.
I'm still here. I'm just not on the camera, but I am here.
Did you like Trick or Treat with Sam? I liked it for the nostalgia of the lighting and the Halloween feel. Check that one out if you haven't seen
Did
it.
not see it.
What
Check
was it?
out. It's called Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat? Oh, from back in the 80s.
No, from like I want to say late 2000s it was, but it's
Oh,
a
that
great
must have been a
movie.
remake because there was one like in the 80s or early 90s.
Yeah. Taryn, if you haven't seen
I
that,
like
let me
more
know.
like the ghost. Like, don't get me wrong, Michael Myers is my boy. Like, he's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Villain, Michael Myers.
I got Freddy.
I'm a Michael Myers fan myself, but I'll tell you, I love. See, Megan knows. There you go. Megan loves Sam. I do too.
Yeah, no, I like the ghosty stuff. Like, I like there was a movie White Noise that Michael Keaton did.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, it's a great one.
The sequel sucked, but the original was great.
Yeah, and
I'm back now. I had to straighten out my wires behind my computer a little bit.
I like that's the thing I love. I love that, like Dragonfly and What Lies Beneath with Michelle Pfeiffer. Like,
With
I was just
Harrison
watching that
Ford,
2 nights ago.
That was a great movie.
I was just watching that.
yeah, I mean, even Sixth Sense. I love Sixth Sense. Like,
It's a one-time watch for me, though. I couldn't watch that one again.
The Sixth Sense?
Really?
Yeah, because you already know what happens.
It's a different movie when you know what's going on, though. You know what I mean?
But that's what makes it great, because it's like The Others. When you're watching The Others, the whole time you think these old people are the ghosts. And
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah.
But
it is cool.
And I will be doing a filming location at some point of The Sixth Sense, like the different places they were at here in Philly.
Well,
how
about my boy Donnie Wahlberg, right? I'm a block. I've loved New Kids on the Block since I was 13.
I would have never known that.
Never knew that was Donnie Wahlberg in that movie when I first saw it. Didn't even
You would never recognize him.
Did not even know it.
As jokes at work, not even as a joke, because I do like New Kids on the Block. I grew up with it, but I played "You Got the Right."
That explains a lot, Dom.
I
I'm
know, I
just saying.
played all the
Anyway,
Love them.
It's so good. Friggin' Wahlberg. Hi, Jillian. Little bits all up in here saying what's up to all of us. I want to thank everyone in here for supporting us and definitely checking us out, supporting Taryn, and definitely go over check out the Paranormal Brew. Like, follow, and share her as well. She's got some interesting shows ahead. Oh yeah, Banner. Come on, thanks for the reminder. All right, so we'll go do that real quick. That's how you, man. I got you. That's how you guys all go find Taryn, and I'm looking forward to that Men in Black show and many more she has ahead. So
yeah. And then you guys got to come on. We got to come up with the date. I keep telling Tom, you guys got to come on.
Oh yeah,
anytime.
Yes.
Wide open.
And then, like I said, there's like you have a Genevieve that you can meet, and the creepy parlor to push you out there even more. And she would enjoy talking to you about what you do, paranormal shows, Sinister Sisters as well. And then whoever else wants to enjoy your.
I mean, I'm sure you got people lined up for the next week or two. So
just fire them, and we'll get Tom and Dom on.
Yeah, bump them off, and we'll come on there. We'll storm this motherfucker.
I'm actually like June is where I'm at.
Wow,
June.
That's a ways out.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at too. I mean, look at this. So I write things down because I just can't keep up with shit anymore, and I have help doing it. I'm like almost booked for a year.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Really
Not for our show though.
Well, no, I'm gonna split the difference between the two now.
Oh, you know who else I have coming on? I have Paranormal Dares coming on. They've gone all over the country and do all kinds of investigations, and their thing is called Paranormal Dares.
Sweet.
So yeah, no, I mean, like the shows that are lined up are awesome. You know, so hopefully
that reminds
me. You guys got to come on.
Oh, we're
well. I guess in July if you're booked up till June.
We could do a 4th of July show with you. Make us that. I mean, shit. I do like your pictures every morning. I won't talk about that because I just enjoy it. I don't want to go into your personal pages with stuff like that, but you do you have pride
Okay.
and stuff like that. So I've made a habit of liking it every morning, and so I appreciate that. You've tried to make everyone
I'm
feel good.
far ahead of you.
I know, way far ahead. I'm
just-
only a week in, but I'll keep
My
liking
Good
it.
Morning. Oh, my Good Morning Americas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I am a huge patriot. I don't care if anybody thinks that's bad. I love our military. I support our military and I support our police. I'm a huge fan of the flag and our country. So I'm not shy about that. That is something that I
That's
am proud
fine.
about.
And
America.
it's cool because it doesn't matter and I'm this is not what I'm diving into at all because we don't talk politics and stuff like here, anything like that. But I really appreciate that you love the country and support us as a land and
Oh,
everyone who works
1000%.
hard for us.
And you know what?
So,
You know what's sad is what's sad is that politics and our military, our country, and the flag have become one thing for some reason, and that's not what it's about.
yeah,
Nope.
Our military is not politics. Our military is what
yeah.
we should be supporting 1000% across the board. No matter, it has nothing to do with politics at all.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just
I
wanted to cheers you to that one, Taryn, my new friend in the world from New
if there's anybody
Jersey.
listening that has served our country, I just want to thank you for your service. Or
Indeed.
anybody that knows anybody that has served, please extend that to them, please.
Indeed.
I'm very grateful.
2 books.
He had to do it again. And there's mother, Natalie. So
And Chanel is here too.
I see Chanel. What's up, Chanel? What's happening?
Coming in on the back end of our show.
Yeah. We have about what?
7 minutes.
We have 7 minutes. Taryn, is there anything that you want to say in 7 minutes to everyone that watches you on your end? I mean, not us, but
no. I just want to thank everybody. I hate you, Tom. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining. I can't see any of the comments, so I don't. I apologize if anybody said anything or but. Paranormal Brew, we have a lot of shows coming up, and I hope you join me. It's a very relaxed, non-judgmental, same thing here. I mean, they can say whatever they want, come with any, beliefs, religions, whatever. It doesn't matter. And it is unscripted and very off the cuff. So,
yep. Everybody go like the Paranormal Brew page because they are awesome. So I have been watching them for a long time now. It's got to be. It's definitely over a year and a half.
Yeah.
Probably closer to 2 years.
Yeah. The first show was in Gettysburg. That was our first show. So.
Well, I look forward to seeing you there too. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. I'm going to be on a show after, I think, in April sometime. It's called Into the Goblin Universe or something. So I'm going to be on their show too. So I'll share that. But I have shows lined up. So I hope everybody just comes and joins and likes and it's a good time. We have fun.
It is
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
I'm oftentimes in there making my normal smart ass cracks and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm like I said in the beginning of the show, I'm the same person no matter who the company is. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
I am me. And if you don't like me, fuck off. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I said that too. I said
I might be a little bit. I mean, I'm still celebrating my birthday, so I had a little bit of Tito's with some tea, So
see.
Well, I'm celebrating your birthday too, and I'm getting ready for mine.
And
our good buddy Chaos, happy birthday on the 22nd. We're gonna have a big
that's right. It
birthday
is Chaos's birthday and nobody else's. I forgot about that.
Tom, I know how to remove you from screen. Psychic Cindy will.
You better not do that because we're on our show, damn it.
Oh, that's true. I won't do that. Only in the back chat.
This is not Dom's world. It's Dom and Tom's world.
Which I think is awesome, Tom. So I mean, I think everything that because I've known Tom like way back, so I'm happy for you. I'm happy what you're doing.
Back when I was a little YouTuber.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, even before the YouTube.
In Tom's case here, I'll say just like a Monday night. I really look forward to a Monday night, hanging out with Genevieve and a bunch of friends and family who come in and watch. I really look forward to Friday nights now with this family and hanging out with Tom. Good brother now to me. So
Yeah.
we call each other about 100 times a day, mainly me because I make a lot of phone calls, but we hang out in back chats, and I just look forward to doing this. And we come up with ideas, and we have a lot of good ideas coming in the future. And then
Plus, I'm a cool fucking guy,
yeah,
Just saying. Yeah, I'm
You ain't-
humble
you ain't-
too.
You ain't
I'm
that
humble.
bad, brother. You ain't that bad. So cheers to you.
That's good.
And Taryn, we are at the 3-minute marker.
Yes.
I
enjoyed
personally
myself.
want to
Thanks
thank
for
you for
having me
being
on.
here. No, yeah, 100%. And
Thank
this
you.
is not the last time you're ever going to be on here. I promise you that. And,
I hope not. I had fun.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where, we'll all work together somehow. We'll just make it
that would be
happen.
awesome.
We definitely will.
Absolutely.
And we'll do
Thank
this.
you.
Taryn, are you going to stay in the back chat, or you got things to do?
No, whatever.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, well, come hang out with us. We'll usually what happens is many people start joining in. We drink, we have fun, we bullshit. We sometimes play 80s music and dance a little bit. So but just stay
Where was
there.
I when that happened?
I don't know. Who knows? A lot of it just kind of blends together now. But Taryn,
Okay.
I'm going to remove you from the room right now just so we could say goodbye. Taryn,
Thank you, Taryn.
And the Paranormal Brew, check her out. Great. All right. Tom, great show, buddy. Thank you for bringing Taryn on, introducing the world to her.
She's
That was
an awesome person. She really is.
Quite a pleasure right there. Now you can check us all out. Here on all this, we got PBD, CTV, Psychomantium 13, Roots Bleed Red, Psycho Bunny, Death Cult, and then after this, there's a show coming on Roots Bleed Red, right? I've got that one right.
Yes.
Definitely check them out. They're our good friends.
They will be on soon. I'm not sure. I don't think they come on. I think they come on at 10.
I think they come on
in about a half hour.
Yep. This everyone go check them out. At least share all the pages. Go check out some of the guests and hosts. At least give them a share and a like.
Yes.
Stuff.
Thank you,
that.
everybody in the comments. And yes, a little bit. You're fine. You're fine. Nobody was saying anything. You don't have to be grounded.
Yep, you're not grounded.
You're allowed to go out.
Tom,
I'll
see you in the back chat.
Coming to you live from Psychomantium 13. Join us here throughout the week for all things in audio, visual, and literary content. You can also find us on the World Wide Web at psychomantium13.com. Join Psychomantium 13 and enter the weird.